Alright everyone, it's time for Occult Literature, video number 194, Letters from an Occult Student. This is an interesting work, comes from the 1920s, a little bit more recent than some of the works. Basically, the copyright cutoff right now is 1925. This is from like 1922 or something. Link in the description for my edition of this work on Amazon. Second and third links are to my books, blogs. There are other similar sort of general occultist works there, especially some of the introductory works. Most of them are theosophical, and they go under like the spirituality header. This one's more pure occultism. I couldn't find any information about the author. I do not know if they're a theosophist. But if you read the actual structure and content of the text, there are some things in there that appear to be at least derived from theosophy. The fusion of sort of the Christ and Christian thing with elements of Hinduism sort of starts in the Blavatsky era, sort of that meshing of material. It starts with some of those sort of new thought groups, the theosophists basically, on through anthroposophy. And it's possible the author's one of them as well, maybe followed in the footsteps of Steiner. Basically though, this is a fairly short work, 60 pages. Most of it is material related to actual how-to content. Like a lot of the works that I edit are basically philosophical and theoretical. This one is more like, here's something you can do to increase your occult awareness. A lot of it's mindfulness techniques, fasting related, certain tips for that. Little like, invocations, just mindfulness techniques in general to keep you healthy, to stay calm, to be fearless, to stave off old age and so forth. That's basically, it's almost like a self-help book. And it's delivered in the situation of correspondence between an occult teacher and a student. Now, in that context, it looks like these are samples. Like it's a book written as though it was correspondence rather than being a compilation of actual correspondence. But I could be wrong on that. It's not entirely clear which one's the case. This is actually a strange little work. Some of these works are rather enigmatic. Like there's a book called Incantatus or something. It's probably from the mid-1800s based on the typeface used, but the editions that I see on Amazon, they've got an author that's not listed and a year that's not listed as far as the archival material that they would have had to work from. I'm not sure where they got the author's name or the date of publication from. I don't even know where they're finding this, so it could be just a bunch of bullshit that they put on there to get it on Amazon around the copyright process. So because I can't determine it's not copyrighted, hey, I'm not going to touch it. Can't edit it. 1,000 years from now, I wouldn't be able to edit it, because I wouldn't be able to prove that. But this is a really good work, actually, overall, even if it is on the short side. If you're into that sort of how-to mindfulness material, some of this is a little bit kind of on the edge of psychic arts, you could say, but generally it's self-improvement. If you're into that, you'd like this work, definitely, so it would become recommended. Now, again, I do not know that it is specifically theosophical, but it has elements in it that make me believe that the author probably at least had a general awareness of it. Probably studied multiple occult paths and then sort of synthesized this, and apparently it didn't sell well enough to make any follow-up works. So again, link in the description to my edition of this work on Amazon, second and third links to my books, blogs. That's about all. Peace out.